If you're still opening Instagram, tapping insights, squinting at numbers you don't even know what to do with every single week, we need to talk, because I built something in Claude Cowork that pulls all of my Instagram and TikTok metrics automatically every Sunday night. I don't touch it. I don't open an app. I wake up Monday and it's just there waiting for me. And this system has allowed me to scale to over 30,000 followers across my social platforms. And the wild part, the longer it runs, the smarter it gets. It actually starts telling me about what content is performing and what to make next. I'm going to show you how to build this in this video, including setting up Apify for the first time and creating beautiful dashboards like this. It took me about 10 minutes. Let's get into it. So here's what we're setting up today. You're going to connect a tool called Apify, which is basically just a web scraper, to Claude's desktop app, Claude Cowork. Apify pulls in Instagram and TikTok data, and Claude turns it into a dashboard that you can actually read. By the end of this, you'll have a beautiful branded metrics dashboard that updates itself every week for about $20 a month, which is your Claude subscription. And you can do this for clients too. All right, get into the build. Okay, so first up, if you don't have the desktop app downloaded for Claude, you just need to come over to claude.ai/download, and it's now available for Mac and Windows. Once you've got that downloaded, Claude on desktop is going to open like this. And over here, we just want to go to Cowork, okay? And we're going to set up a Apify connector to pull in the data from Instagram, and I'm going to add my TikTok to this because it's already set up, so we can walk through the whole process together. So first up, before we can use this connector, we need to just jump over to Apify. And if you just go to apify.com, and you'll just need to sign up for a plan. I think you get a few free credits to start with, so that should be enough to try it out. And then it's about $20 a month, but you can do so much with that. Okay, you signed up, and now you need to figure out what the hell you need to do. So if we jump over here, you can see the list of actors that I have. And we just want to go into the Apify store here. And this is just like a marketplace for web scrapers. And I use this Instagram scraper. It's Apify/Instagram scraper. It's got really good reviews. You can see that heaps of people are using it, and it is built and maintained by Apify. There's other ones as well, but you just need to make sure that you're using like good ones that work. And so I know that this one works. And also I've got the TikTok scraper here. So if we click into this, and all we need to do is fill out a form. So you can select here all of the different types of stuff that you can scrape. So for me, I've just gone, I want my profile data, and here's my username, and that's it. And then you can choose a date here, and then what you can do. So you can search for things, and you can download TikTok videos. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to scrape my metrics. And so you just pop in your new username here, and then I'll show you how to set up the Instagram one too. So again, just Apify store, find the Instagram scraper, and then just go over to form. This is all JSON, which is just like a way that computers talk to each other. And so you can see here, that's the URL, but it's just super easy. Just fill out the form. So there's my Instagram, and I've got a limit here to 200 posts that I'll allow it to scrape within like one run. And you can also select here, like, what do you want to scrape? I just want to scrape posts, and that will like pull in all of my metrics for me. And then we can hit start here, or we can just leave that for now. Okay, so that's set up, and you just want to hit save. And then over here, you'll just jump into settings and over to APIs. And then if you don't have an API key set up yet, you'll just need to hit create new token. And then we are ready to connect this to Cowork. So jumping back into Cowork now, we want to go over to customize and then hit connectors. Hit the plus button and hit browse. And this is where you have access to all of these connectors now. And these basically, you just need to sign into your account. Say you have Make, sign into that, and then it will allow Claude to talk to that tool via the login. And this is just using MCPs, which is Model Context Protocol. It's just like a USB-C connector for the tool you're working in to Claude. So if we search for Apify, it will come up, and you will just need to hit plus here. And so it looks like this needs an update. So I'll just update that while we're here. Okay. If we jump over to configure, and this is what yours will look like when you're setting it up, you just need to jump back into Apify, grab that token, you just hit copy here, and then you just want to paste that in here. And then with your enabled tools, if we jump back into Apify and go to our actors that we've saved, and you just find that here. So Apify scraper, Instagram scraper, copy that, and then paste it here. And then I'm going to add my TikTok. So we jump back here, hit TikTok, grab this, and paste it in here, and then just hit save. Sweet. So now I've got my Instagram and TikTok, and you can see that I've allowed my Instagram scraper because it has run before, and I'm just going to allow that for TikTok as well. Next, what we want to do is set this up to run on a schedule. And this is where the difference between Cowork and chat comes in. So you could set this up in Claude Chat, but you would just have to trigger that manually by typing into a new chat, hey, can you use your Apify tool to scrape my metrics? So with Cowork, we get to schedule these now. And so I have this set up every Sunday to run and have a look at the past week. So we just can do this by two ways. So you can go into a new task and then hit / and schedule and type basically whatever you want to happen. Or you can jump into scheduled here, and you can see this is my Instagram metrics one that is already set up. You can just jump in, hit new task, and just describe it and then determine the frequency that you want it to run. And you can also select which model you want to use and which folder on your computer you want that to work in. So if you had other data coming in, maybe had an Excel spreadsheet as well, email metrics, something like that, like a full overview, you could allow it to also look in that folder and present this dashboard as one holistic like data center for you. All right, so let's update this one. So I'm also going to add in here, scrape my TikTok metrics too. So pull my Instagram and I'll say, and TikTok metrics. Weekly on a Sunday, present this in a branded dashboard for me. And you can even make Claude's job easier by saying HTML dashboard here. Just update the dashboard weekly. So you can see here, I've got this to run weekly, 9 p.m. on Sundays. And I think the default model is just default. So that's likely to just run on Opus. All right. And then we just hit save. And then what you will want to do is just hit run now, so that it will run once for you. It may ask you for those permissions that I set up previously. So let's hit run and we'll see how it goes. So it started and we can go and view it over here. Okay, and so just for full transparency, so you can see here, I asked it to do that. And for some reason, it didn't actually call in its tools. So it was then trying to search and use Claude Chrome. So I just stopped it and said, use your Apify connector. And so then it's like, okay, I've got the Apify tool, let me do it now. Another hot tip is make sure you include your actual handle in the task as well. So I forgot to do that for TikTok, and so it struggled. So I had to jump in and say, hey, here's my handle. All right, let's view this dashboard. And it's given me some really interesting insights here. So you can see that my TikTok saves to likes ratio is nearly 1:1. And so my educational content is landing. And we can open this up in Google Chrome to view as a full picture here too. So total posts this week, which is around 3 a day, which is what I'm aiming for. Total video plays and engagement and total video views. And it's broken it down here into reels, carousels, single image. This is so helpful. If you are someone who is visual like me, it's amazing to see all of this data laid out, and also get Claude to help you now how to interpret that data and inform your content strategy. And so you can see here my top 5 performing posts in the last week and what's working, and same goes for TikTok. This is so helpful. And what's really cool is you could create a project in Cowork and have this running. So this would be like your social media metrics project, and you could have this running daily, weekly, whatever you want to. And as it pulls in more and more data, that content strategy is going to get so much richer, because in projects, if we jump into my personal assistance one, you have the ability to schedule tasks here, give it instructions, but the most powerful feature, I believe, for projects currently is this memory feature. All of the recent tasks and conversations will sit here, and Claude will scan these and add things to the memory. And you can also manually say, hey, can you please add this to our memory? And so the more times these tasks run, the richer information it's going to get. And so your content strategy can be informed by all of these runs with Claude. You can go back and forth and develop this stuff together. Now, if you've made it this far, you're not just watching AI content for fun. You're the type of person who wants to actually build this stuff. And I built something for you. It's my Right Mode membership. There are over 60 women in here now, business owners, freelancers, founders, all building with AI, all figuring it out together. We do live trainings. I have full classroom full of templates, tools. Every workflow I build, you get. And you get access to me when you're stuck. This isn't a course that you will purchase and forget. This is a community of women who are actually doing the thing and supporting each other. I'll drop the link below in the description, and I would love to see you there. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see my next video.